Are you storing your cheese in the fridge? Experts say you should be leaving it on the counter. The expert. This is the cat of decent luck. You won't be winning the lottery or anything, but you will find like $20 or something. To catch the squirrel, you must become the squirrel. He got neutered at the previous vet visit, I think he remembers. Made a bridge to the window she always stared but could never reach. My cat Penny met my brother for the first time. I think she likes him. Gave him a forever home yesterday and thought he hated me since he didn't even look at me. Woke up to him next to me like this. Meet Sugar. She doesn't like to be ridden. If Sugar is approached with a saddle, she lies down and pretends to be asleep. Sugar refuses to open her eyes until the riders leave. Cat wanted to follow my dad outside into below zero temps. Her face says it all. Japanese designer creates a pencil sharpener that turns into a frilled neck lizard when you use it. Me, who trains legs 3 times a week, a 42-year-old Midwest father of 3 who hasn't seen the inside of a gym since the Cold War. People at 2 a.m. crying over their relationship. Me at 2 a.m. Me when someone is using my phone. This is what my back needs. Learned how to perpendicular park today. Man of the house, firstborn daughter. Unfortunately, I only love myself when I'm losing weight. Me wakes up at 3 a.m. for no reason. My home furnitures. Please don't get your campsite setup ideas from AI. My boss. Sorry I can't accept your time off. Me already on the plane. Spiders in Australia are evolving faster than we expected. Gangster cat walking away after causing havoc. A girl teaching a cat how to write. Found him. I wanted to be nice, so I meowed back at my cat. Not sure of what I said, but she's been staring at me like, black cats are like music. It's foolish to try to explain their worth to those who don't appreciate them. Cerberus as a puppy, guarding the gates to heck. Someone at the Perfect Day Cat Cafe in Louisville, Kentucky, filling out the paperwork to take this kitty home. Meanwhile, back at the house. When the DNA test isn't needed, meet Sugar. She doesn't like to be ridden. If Sugar is approached with a saddle, she lies down and pretends to be asleep. Sugar refuses to open her eyes until the riders leave. POV. It's 2003 and you're about to acquire a phobia that will last the rest of your life. Today's generation will never understand the craze for this thing. In the 70s, you could afford to move a family of 4 across the country and buy a demon-possessed home. Charging my doorbell with my couch, imagine explaining this to someone in the 1970s. No one. Birthdays in 1987. Life before smartphones. So we all grew up thinking these chocolates were crazy expensive. Once ate 4 from a gift box, and my mom made it seem like we'd never recover financially. Someone was having a great Christmas in 1981. Nobody is cool anymore because the 1970s used it all. Mountain lion that made school go into lockdown turned out to be a fat cat. Whale shark has learned how to steal food from fishing nets. What do you mean, stealing? That's his food. My brother got a Pikachu suit and my dog attacked him. So glad you're home. The door just fell apart. I found a kitten at the zoo. I was afraid that my parents would get mad. Today I caught my dad showing family photos to the kitten. This is what happens when you sleep through breakfast time. This person tried to unlock your phone. From shelter to forever home, he purred the whole way as if he already knew he was finally safe. The best thing I've learned this week is that when squirrels fall, jump, they land like superheroes. Just moved house, and my new neighbor Ron Perlman came to say hello. My cat's face before and after my wife told her that the high chair is not for her. Pro tip when ice fishing, bring an action figure of yourself to exaggerate your catch. That awkward moment when you find out your plant grew legs and was planning on leaving you. Nick got promoted to Nicholas. New Yorker builds igloo in Brooklyn and lists it on Airbnb for $200. This art completes me. How it feels to be a girl with your dad's personality. If you eat ice cream like this, don't ever talk to me again. Me explaining that a pregnant horse can run faster because it has 2 horsepower. My physics teacher. Nobody even said thank you. Me when I see my bed. My parents in their 20s. Let's buy this house and have 3 children. Me in my 40s. What's wrong with you? It's nothing. I'm your doctor, not your boyfriend. Guess who tried to fight a Great Dane at the park? This guy. And I'll do it again. Food and water for strays. My dog gets everything he wants with this. My cats figured out how to open their food cabinet and opened an entire bag of catnip. They're both very under the influence. A man with 2 dogs in his pockets, walking a duck wearing shoes. When you meow at your owner for food, but instead he meows back at you with 13 grammatical errors. How to detect a genuinely good person. Lots of room to grow. I tried to take a photo of his yawn, but the sunset turned him into a fire-breathing monster. My cat and I enjoy driving around town and disapproving of everyone we see. Do you have a cat or a bunny? I don't know. A rescue looking at me while we drove her to her new home. When you find something you like, so you get it in every color. 1 month ago, I found this baby in the wheel of my forklift at work. Now she lives at home with me. Meet Emmy 6 weeks versus 10 weeks. We got a new kitten, but I think our cat got a new kitten. If something doesn't make you happy, remove it from your life. My cat Penny met my brother for the first time. I think she likes him. Adopted my cat 6 months ago from a local rescue, and I don't think she had ever seen carpet before. She laid like this for about 30 minutes without moving. Camouflage. Mittens, the comic cat, has struck Earth. Does your dog bite? Nah, he just throws bricks at people. My mom gets handmade clothes from America for my dog, and I literally can't cope. Took Pork Chop to the vet. Here's the before and after. This was the look I got all the way home. Bro won in life. My wife and my cat. Me hiding a toy behind my back. My dog. You're sheltering enemies of the state, aren't you? My wife bought our cats a sofa, then a throw pillow, and finally a mini Afghan. She stole the leaf this ant was carrying and ate it. When you wake up at 3 a.m. to go to the bathroom, and your cat has to fulfill his obligation to watch you pee. The big dream has finally came true. The only one who came when I said dinner was ready. Go ahead, tell them what you saw. No one will believe you. This is Daisy and Luna. Daisy doesn't like car rides, so Luna comforts her until they both fall asleep. Heartwarming. 13 out of 10 for each. I would have let him in, I trust too hard. Our pizza delivery guy took more than 30 minutes, but I think I can forgive him. In Venice, the pollution has reduced so much that even Louis Vuitton bags are starting to swim again. My unemployed friends Monday versus me on Monday. Bro, try to understand party is incomplete without you. My drawing of Billie Eilish. Nobody. Me as an auntie. This little girl having a tea party with a lobster and a hawk too in 1938. There really wasn't else to do. When you switch to hood view. Don't shoot, I'm software developer. I have billion-dollar idea for app. Can you make it? Shoot. When your program is a complete mess, but it does its job. How a random girl looks like. The same girl, but she was nice to you. The perfect credit card doesn't exist. More money, more problems. When you're a baddie, but also a saddie. I have absolutely no idea who this dude is. Just wandered in, choosing to read this from the POV of the cat. The great-eared nightjar is pretty much a dragon bird. Someone finished her wet food in seconds, and then tried to devour the food of the other two. Now she's in the timeout burrito while the others finish eating. Me at 3 a.m. reading all 346 comments of two strangers arguing online. Cutest father-son picture I've ever seen. I usually wake up before my wife, and I'll look over to see our cat Yuffie sitting on top of her. I had to beg my wife to be able to post these. These huskies rescued this kitten and now she thinks she is a puppy. I bought my cat the legal title of a lord and 1 square foot of land over which he may rule. His lordship remains unimpressed.
Bro thinks he finally caught and ate the laser. My first time touching a cat. Very fluffy, will pet again. Profile picture versus reality. There are many uses for cat. Why cat racing never took off. I see no difference. Them. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Me. For some reason my cat sits like this every day. My cat has emerged from my weighted blanket and doesn't know when or where she is. Come back with a warrant. Google made a panorama of my cat stealing my husband's pants out of his closet. I rescued a stray cat in my neighborhood. At night his brother would come visit him. I really had no other options. Guest. You actually let your dog on the furniture? Me, I'd let my dog borrow the car if he needed it. Look, Human, the baby I made. Nobody loves you, my dog, when I get home.
Rudy time. I wish it was Rudy time all the time. When New Year is over and I have to get back to work. Prisoner in Indiana was rewarded with a cat for good behavior. This is a prisoner with his cat and the nice hat he knit for him.